Hello, Linda Bernhardt, instructor. I'm probably going to say that just a couple more times in a couple of the other videos because I don't know which video you're watching first for this week. And I'm doing this one as a quick little overview. Yeah, that's the right word, overview. I'm going to do one about the syllabus, and then I'm just doing my own personal intro. So there's going to be 3 different little videos for this week. Every week I will be posting some form of video, and I try to make new ones each time in order to address current stuff happening with our lab. Now, welcome. Oh, I get so distracted so easily. I did that and automatically I thought of Fantasy Island, and not the most recent movie, but the one I grew up watching because, you know, hey, I was born in the 70s. But anyway, this is the lab. Notice the picture on the banner. It shows clouds and it shows windmills and it says lab. I say this because if you are taking the class and the lab, there are people who will confuse the two. There are people who will think that if they're doing it in one, that it counts for both. These are 2 separate courses. You may only be in the lab, but a lot of people are in lab and lecture, and they are 2 separate courses. I don't make the rules. That's the way it is. Make sure you know that you have posted for the proper stuff. There you go. Now, a couple of quick little things. Here, for when you first log on, you'll see the banner, you'll see that it's lab, and you'll see the announcements. When you see the announcements, read them. It's a bunch of words. I got it. I understand. I'm wordy, but I put important stuff here. Sometimes it's about the labs. Sometimes it's links. Sometimes it's news stuff. Sometimes it's something I've noticed. Sometimes it's issues that I have seen a lot of people making and I'm trying to help you get a better grade. Sometimes it might be an extra credit opportunity. This is where I post stuff to talk to the entire class in one shot. So it behooves you. It's smart for you to actually look and read the announcements, and it takes no time really. You log on, you click on the thing. If you see that, you're like, oh, hey, I haven't read that. You can also click this and dismiss it when you're done. But I would read it first. And when I say read it, I mean read the words. Now, you will notice some of this is a different color or bolded or larger. I do that when I want to make sure that you cannot later say, oh, I didn't know. I try really hard to make it where you can't say you didn't know. Now, people will tell me they had no idea, and then I will point you to all of the places that I have told you the exact same thing I'm doing now. So, again, if you're in the class portion and the lab portion, they are 2 separate entities. If you have turned something in one, you still need to make sure you turn stuff in on the other. They are not blended. Totally separate courses. So please make sure you're posting in the correct class or lab. Now, the other super duper duper important thing is a lot of people like to shortcut and they just go across the top here and do things. I hate that. I want you to go in a certain order. I have rules. I am that kind of person, so I have this system locked down. Now, example. If you go to communications and you see discussions, you click on discussions. It looks like there's some stuff here, but you can't really do anything yet. I need to fix that date. I haven't gotten there yet. Notice no threads and you can't click. You can't post. You'll be like, well, it doesn't open for me. Why isn't it opening for me? It's because it's locked. Here I need to fix this date. I made it available so you could see it, but the release conditions, that's the big thing. So, oh, I forgot. I'm in student mode, so I can't change that. I'll show you in a minute though. Now, why I am saying this is when you come in, you see this. When you see this folder right here, it says week 1. That will open on week 1. You click week 1, and you see all this information. A lot of people will just sit here and click, 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 and go straight through. However, if you do it, there are certain things you shouldn't be able to see. Yeah, that takes it there, but like we said, it's going to make it where you can't do anything. So if you notice, no way to do anything to it. And no, I meant to go here. Quiz. Click on the quiz. You get this. There's no way to do anything. Some of the things won't even show up, actually, which I do think is kind of interesting. You will see that there's dates for stuff that you're supposed to do, but that's about it. Let me explain why. Because you have to click on week 1 and you have to click on week 1 again. So you have to open the folder, then you have to open the file. The file each week will give you a recap of what we're covering. Some of it is me doing an intro. Sometimes I tell you the reason. Sometimes I tell you what to expect. This is reminding you that you have to open that week's folder. And then I give you these nice, simple little hyperlinks. So if you actually go to every week's file, the folder and then the file, it walks you through. It tells you absolutely everything. This is where it'll tell you what's helpful, what's not. Notice here it says video. It says good idea to watch it because it's giving you some information, discussion, and then this says must do. You have to do that because if you do not do the syllabus course quiz, you're not going to be able to access week 2. It is locked down until you do this course to prove to me that you know that you were in the class. Since I cannot take attendance in person, this is my attendance. So you have to do that in order to move forward. Again, each week, normally there's some helpful crap there. Now, we have my important papers and such. That's where you're going to have your syllabus and information about the semester-long project and more information about the semester-long project. But, take a look. I also have a folder called semester-long project. This is everything I have about the project. I am going to do a separate video that is just the project. That way you can come back and look at it all you need to and have all your answers. So that will also probably be added in there. I try really hard to give you everything you need. I will actually do videos of the labs. Sometimes it's just part of it. Sometimes it's spliced together for different parts. I will show you how to do a lab because an online lab can be a little difficult sometimes. But here is the most important thing. Do not procrastinate. Everything will open up on Sunday. It's midnight, as in Saturday night / Sunday morning midnight is when the week will open. It is wise to look at it as soon as you can because everything locks Friday at 10 p.m. If you go ahead and open the stuff and plan, you're going to be good. If you wait until Friday to try to do each of these labs, chances are you will not be able to. It's not that they take huge amount of time, but some of them take some time. Some stuff you might have to collect for a couple of days. It won't be anything huge, but it's a couple of days worth of stuff you have to do. Other times it's literally just sitting here at the computer doing something. So I do videos like this. If it's something on the computer, because we have some simulations and things like that, then you will see what's happening on my screen and I talk you through it and show you how I do stuff. If it is an actual hands-on lab or papers, there's an energy lab that goes over 3 different weeks. You're doing something different each week. For that one, I actually I'll put the document on the board, we don't have a board, on the screen, and I talk you through how to fill it out. And things like that. So every week I will be supplying you with a video to help you do these labs. If you try to shortcut it and you just click on, I don't know, say the quiz part, because some of them you turn it in like a quiz. If you just go straight to that and try to just answer the questions and not do anything, and then you complain to me that you didn't understand it, I'm going to ask you, what part did you not understand? I'm going to ask if you watched the video. I'm going to ask if you read the directions. Because if you have done all of those and you still don't know how to do it, I am going to need very specific questions. I take the time to write everything down, and I take the time to give you the video to help. I have no problem answering more questions if you have already watched and read everything I have given you, because something that I found simple, you might find more complicated. Something I find complicated, so I go massively in depth, you might be rolling your eyes because it seems so obvious. I don't know which part you need more clarification on, but I am not going to recap stuff I have already covered because you don't feel like reading it. So please, before you email me and ask me to explain something, make sure you have actually read what I've posted. Yeah, that's kind of a pet peeve of mine, can you tell? I think that's it for this opening little thing. Remember, lab, lecture, totally different courses. Don't confuse the two. Every single week, click on the folder and then the file. That will give you all your information. And yeah, I'm going to have 2 other videos set up for this week. So whatever order you watch them in, I'll never know. So I guess that's it. Peace out.